Hi and good morning. I'm doing part 2 of the iPhone 8 case with a bad NAND that had error 4013, and I just want to show you how to program it. I had to wait quite a long time to get my Bluetooth and Mac or Wi-Fi address. So I have to program it onto the new NAND. So I'm going to show you here. So this is the service that does these things, and then you get your Bluetooth and Wi-Fi address. Okay, so now I take the programmer, of course. I boot up the software, the GC software. I already rebought this chip, so the only thing I have to do is program it, and done. Although I think it should be done. I'm never sure with board repair. Many things can go wrong, many factors, and another update. All those updates is really crazy. Next time, log in. Okay, so now I'm going to connect it. Normally there's no audio. No, okay. So yeah, okay, connected. So COM11 removed, new port COM11. Okay, then I press open ports, and then I'm gonna push. Close the programmer, and then it reads those things. So yeah, let's see, Wi-Fi locked. I'm also gonna unlock that, and then I should just put the Bluetooth copy. It should be. Now I'm gonna take the Wi-Fi. It's easier. Wi-Fi copy, and then it normally automatically changes to the right numbers. Paste. You see the last number changes, and that should be working just fine. Then the phone is a black one, so you can also adjust that, and it's a European model, so you could change that. It doesn't really matter, I think, but maybe in the future, who knows. So let's say UK, and the model, which one is that? It's probably not on the phone anymore. Oh, okay, that should be good. I don't care. Of course, serial number has to be changed. So yeah, maybe you didn't see that. So the last number of the Wi-Fi is changed, and then the serial number we have to change. So right, and everything else it doesn't really matter. Never had any problems with that, but it could matter, so normally not. So that's the only thing you have to change. So now it's written on there. So I'm gonna remember this one. 6, 7, yeah, whatever, because I want to check that it's written down. So this is the number. Okay, so now I'm gonna refresh. Port is closed, so now I'm gonna open the port up again. Let me see if everything is written down. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's still waiting. And yes, so the Wi-Fi codes, if I copy it here, it's the same code. So that's okay, so everything is written down. So now it's time to put it on the board, and then it should work. It will boot up, of course, in DFU mode. So that was the old damaged NAND, and that's the new NAND. So I already prepared everything here, but you cannot see it. So the only thing I can do is, it seems, is rebooting OBS. I'm not gonna do that because I'm streaming live, so that's not what I'm gonna do. But the idea is simple. I just gonna rebuild the chip, a new chip, program it, and put it on the boards. So that's the idea. So I'm gonna check a little if there's no dirt. So it's important, of course, that everything is clean. And when everything is clean and straight, you can put it on. You can put the IC on. Also check if you don't have any loose components, perhaps. That's what I'm doing now, checking if everything is still good while I'm waiting. Okay, so I think this is all cleaned up. And always double check where the dot has to be. So the dot is the same as the A1 point on ZXW. You can see that on ZXW A1. Or you can, of course, compare it with another known good boards. That's what I'm doing. So I want to be certain. So the dot is on this side. You cannot see it, of course, but you understand the idea. Okay, and then I put on Okay. So start off with flux. And then it's time to heat up the board. And when do you see that the chip is soldered well on the board? That's the moment where you see a little shift when the pads and the balls are getting joined nicely together. This is the moment where you see a little jump, and then you do another 5 to 10 seconds. So right now I still didn't see any shift at all, so I'm not sure. It's pretty cold here this morning, and I think the board needs quite some heat, or it takes a little bit longer. So I still didn't see anything. So that's a bit weird. Normally it should have jumped already, but it doesn't jump. That's pretty strange. So I'm gonna put the heat a little bit higher. So now it took a little shift, and now I give it a little nudge, and then it jumps right back to the same spot. Okay, so the chip is on. Let me cool the board a bit. So now I put the board in the housing. And now it will boot up. It should boot up in DFU mode. So it's booting up in DFU mode, as you can see. And now it should go through the whole restore process. At least I hope so. And this should be a fix. So now I'm gonna check while this is going on here, what is my next job. Yeah, there are a few difficult ones here. And I don't think I can fix it. It took quite some time. Yeah, I think 2 iPhone 7s where I found the short and I fixed it, and after that it's boot looping and I don't really can find what the problem is. So yeah, that's that. So I'm not gonna waste too much time anymore with this one. Sometimes you really have to give up on the right moment. This was an iPhone X and I have to think, okay, this one has a no service problem, so I thought it was just the layers, rebuilt the layers, and it still has a no service. So what do you do then? Then I go for the board swap. So I have a known good RF board, and I have to, of course, then replace the Wi-Fi chip. No, let me think. I can unlock the Wi-Fi. I forgot. It's been a while, so I have to. How did it work again? I have to unlock the Wi-Fi, of course, so I have to take off the NAND, unlock the Wi-Fi, then EEPROM I have to do, and then the baseband chip, of course, I also have to, or not, yes, because baseband is locked. Yeah, so I have to transplant the baseband CPU. So it's always a little work, but that will be then probably, unless it's the baseband CPU, but I don't think so, because it has service, but the service just disconnects once in a while, or you cannot make phone calls, so it could be UVTR. The transceiver, I don't know. The easiest way is just to transplant the whole thing. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do with this one. So and I'm gonna show you on the next video. So now it's still going on, and I mean still going on. It's preparing to restore, I can see, and I think it's gonna be fixed. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna continue with this video. But maybe I will. Why not? I have a little time. So there is some other stuff here that I have to do. Try to do today. iPhone XS, an iPhone 6S, an iPhone 7, no service. So this will be my first iPhone XS, no touch. So normally first thing I think of is a layer problem as well. I don't see that the phone is bended. So this is interesting. First iPhone XS. Hopefully. Yeah, that's interesting to do, of course. And then there's a 6S. So I'm gonna try to boot this one. So it looks like it's charging and it's booting. So normal charging, amp draw is normal. So now it drops from 0.90 amps to 0.60. So yeah, that's the first step you do. I get a note with boot problem, question mark. So first thing is checking if it boots, checking if the amp draw is normal and if it's drawing normal current. So now it's again on 1 amp, 1.3 amp. So the first thing I think of, let's replace the battery. I think the shop already tried that, of course, but I need to be sure. Okay, open that up. So yeah, the battery plate is from the boards. So with this one I would just try with DCPS now, because I think the shop already had tried to replace the battery. Oh, that's a 6, that's not going to work. 6S. Okay. So right now I see on the DCPS normal current boot up pattern. So it's trying to boot and probably along the way it's not booting. So the next thing I would do is if it stays stuck on the Apple logo, the next thing I would do is putting it in DFU mode and try to do a restore. That's probably what the shop also already did. And see if I get an error. So that's the next thing. So now it's flashed a little. I don't know what's wrong. So yeah, right now I don't see anything really weird. Let's trying to boot. It's in a boot loop. That's all I know right now. So new battery won't fix it. Is this TriStar? No, I would say it's not TriStar. It is charging. It could be TriStar. TriStar can have all kinds of weird behaviors, but I don't think this is a TriStar case. In the meantime, normally the iPhone 8 is done. It went to the whole restore process, so now I'm at this screen. So it's still booting or installing. So this will be probably okay. Yeah, okay, there's a lock on it. I hope the guy does know the password. So I cannot really test it, but that means to me that it's a fix. So this was part 2 of the iPhone 8 NAND problem with error 4013. The 6S, so this is another case probably for today. Not sure if I'm going to record it. Not sure if I have time because I suspect some clients, and this is also always disturbing when a client comes in and I'm recording. So not sure about that. I do want to record definitely the iPhone XS or the board swap, the RF board swap. That's what I'm gonna do. Try to do. Okay, see you later. Thanks for watching.